Production and care of eggs. Egg production. The number of eggs per hen produced in a season depends on the breeding as well as on climatic condition and management, including the use of artificial light. Without artificial light, in the northern tier of state, well-matured young turkey hens of the better laying strain should average about 40 eggs to June 1, and hence in their second laying season about 30 eggs, provided broodiness is discouraged promptly. Egg characteristic. Typical turkey egg vary in general over color from light to medium dark brown and are well sprinkled with medium to dark brown spots superimposed on a light yellowish brown color ground color. The shell normally is strong, with the shell membrane very tough and the yolk quite firm but enclosed by a weak vitelline membrane. First year, egg of the large broad-breasted bronze or white varieties weight about 38 ounces per dozen or 3.167 ounces each. The medium-size standard varieties 36 ounces per dozen or 3 ounces each. The standard Beltsville small white about 32 ounces per dozen or 2.667 ounces each. Egg gathering and storage. Turkey hatching egg should be gathered 3 times daily. During storage, egg can be cased with a large ends up or thread laying on their sides. Reversing the cases end for end once or twice daily during storage turns the eggs. Dirty eggs usually show lower hatchability and may transmit disease. Eggs badly soiled should be discarded. Egg moderately or slightly soiled can be machine washed or hand washed by soaking Ativram water 105 Celsius Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes, sponging of the dirty, rising the eggs in the clean water and allowing them to dry without rubbing. Exploding eggs. Eggs infected with Pseudomonas bacteria may become rotten and exploded during incubation, contaminating the incubator with foul-smelling material and necessitating thorough cleaning and fumigation. In hot, wet weather, egg laid in muddy soil or contaminated with it sometimes pick up when widespread infection, apparently absorbing through the shell. Artificial light. Artificial light is used to stimulate egg production in winter. Spring and summer, hatch hens of all varieties require no special light treatment during the growing season, but they should be 30 to 32 weeks of age at the time they are given stimulatory light of 13 to 15 hours daily. Starting the light at 2:45 a.m. in the mid-December in the area of 40 degrees north latitude provides a light day of about 14 hours at the start. If the same starting hour is retained until late June, the day length gradually increases to a maximum of about 17 hours because of the late occurring sunsets. The intensity of artificial light supplied can range from 0.6 to 40.0 foot candles at bird height. A satisfactory alternative plan, well adapted to confirm breeding stock, is to turn the light on at 5:30 a.m. and off at 7:30 p.m. every day. Artificial incubation. Temperature requires for the incubation of turkey eggs are same as those for chicken eggs, but with the natural draft incubators in which the thermometer is suspended from the top of the machine or sits on the stand. A change in the position of the thermometer must be made because of the greater size of the turkey's egg. The proper position of thermometer for hatching turkey egg usually is indicated in the direction furnished by the manufacturer. When such directions are not furnished, adjust the position of the thermometer so that the bottom of the bulb is 1% inches above the floor of the egg tray. Days of incubation, acceptable range percent, ideal percent. Days of incubation, 6. Acceptable range percent, 2 to 3. Ideal percent, 2.5. Day of incubation, 12. Acceptable range percent, 4 to 6. Ideal percent, 5.0. Days of incubation number, 18. Acceptable range percent, 7 to 9. Ideal percent, 7.5. Day of incubation number, 24. Acceptable range percent, 9 to 12. Ideal percent, 10. Egg should be turned at least 3 and preferably 5 to 8 times daily. Usually every 3 hours, day and night, during the incubation period until the eggs are transferred to the hatching facilities. Turkey eggs may be transferred anytime between the 21st and early the 25th day of incubation, counting the day after that on which the eggs were set as the first day. Incubation at elevation over 3,500 feet above sea level presents some difficulties because the thin air does not provide enough oxygen for the developing embryo. Testing incubated eggs. Testing incubated eggs may candling to remove those that are infertile or contain dead embryos gives valuable information and eliminates waste of space caused by incubation unhatchable eggs. Under commercial condition, the eggs are usually candled only at the time they are transferred to hatching trays after 21 to 24, sometimes 25 days of incubation. The dark spot, infertile egg, may be caused by pathogenic growth, by foreign infection, or by decomposition of the egg's content during the relatively long period of time the eggs are held at incubation temperature. Eggs with dead embryo contain recognizable blood vessel, a blood ring, or a undersized embryo or part of one but never shown a regularly outlined yolk. Eggs contain normally live embryo will have reddish appearance. Develop will advance according to that which is normal for the age at a time of candling. The embryo will be free-floating, and the reddish spider-webbed condition caused by normally functioning blood vessel will be observed. Importance of testing incubated egg. This will ensure that the incubation is maintaining the proper temperature and relative humidity before the eggs are set.